Hey, it's Marvin from First Presbyterian Church, and the Spirit of Summer word for Tuesday? No, Wednesday, June 16th, is fireworks. And I should have saved this one for closer to the 4th of July, but when I saw my son today, when I got home from the church, he wanted me to take him to Walmart to buy some fireworks. And my response to him was the same as it always is. Well, we'll get some sparklers, but we're not going to get anything that flies into the air or goes bang because we live in the city limits. It's illegal, and besides, we don't want to upset the dogs that live in our neighbors' houses and backyards. And he's always disappointed with that answer, but that's always the answer that he gets. I, I'm not a big fan of fireworks, but I do appreciate them the most when I've gone when they accompany something else that I've gone to see. So, like if I go to a baseball game, I like to go see a baseball game where they've got fireworks scheduled for after the game is over, and then that's a lot of fun, especially if your team loses. Then it makes it a little more bearable. What I don't like are fireworks on TV, even really spectacular fireworks displays like they have in New York and Washington on the 4th of July, because it's just not nearly as good on TV as it is in person. Which, now that I think about it, that kind of sounds a lot like what people have been saying about worship over the last year, right? It's just not nearly as good online as it is in person. Well, or at least that's a popular opinion. There are other opinions as well, and some people think that online worship is great it's because of the flexibility and the convenience. You know, I can curl up on my sofa with a cup of coffee and worship, or I can go for a bike ride, or take my kids to soccer match in the morning and then worship in the afternoon. Um, what I think is that uh, God is worthy of being praised in all times and in all places and in all spaces. And so, whether it is a brick and mortar space or whether it is a virtual online space, God deserves to be worshiped and praised in all of these spaces. And so, I think that online worship has a future for us, just as in person worship has a future for us. And I know that a lot of what we've done over the past year with online worship was a response to an emergency situation, and a lot of it was bad, right? A lot of it was bad. But I think with the emergency easing, I don't think the solution to some of the bad content we've generated over the last year is to just stop doing it. I think the solution and the calling to be faithful disciples of Jesus and to make disciples of all nations is to get better at it, so that God can be praised in this new missionary mission field known as the online community. So we hope that at First Presbyterian Church, our in-person worship on Sunday morning, in the intimacy of the Ramsey Center and in the transcendent beauty of the sanctuary with the glorious mosaic and the cross in front of it, that helps cultivate an awareness of God in you at all times and places. And we also hope that our online worship services do the same. And we hope that our communications with you, our e-newsletters and our social media posts do the same as well, that they help keep before you a sense that God is beautiful, even more beautiful than fireworks, that God is powerful, even more powerful than fireworks, and that wherever you go, God is always near at hand, whether it's in an online space or whether it's in a good old fashioned three-dimensional space. So look for God today, and my prayer is that you will find God and sense God's beauty and God's power today. Take care, and God bless.